What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Untitled Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gills. How y'all doing? It is time once more for the weekly show. I'm late, but you know what? I've been a lot later. It's just the thing with this show now. I can't do it on time. I keep sleeping in on my Saturdays, and it's a big thing. As the title of this episode says, more shit has gone down at Telltale. We'll be looking at that first. We have a whole lot of announcements this week. Some smaller stuff. I think some fun stuff. There's some stuff going down with CD Projekt Red and Andrzej Sapkowski, I think is how his name's pronounced. Apparently a new Harry Potter game got teased, and we're going to round things out with some Mutant Year Zero gameplay from PC Gamer. I'm really stoked for that, because that game I think is set for November, late November, early December, I think. The game looks really cool. I'm pretty excited for that, so let's a look at what we have to the show. If you're new to this program, basically what I do, I gather video game news from across the week. I bring some stories here that interest me. We read and talk about them. If you ever have a suggestion for an article during the week, you can send me that through any of the social media that is linked below. Just copy a URL, send me the article, and I'll take a look at it. And if I agree with you, I think it's something important enough to be covered, I'll talk about it. If you send me something like you say, you can go into the comments of this video, tell me, hey, AJ, you missed this article from this week. I'll take a look at it, and we'll look at doing a separate video for that article. Other than that, the timestamps and links to all the articles that we cover in this video will be down in the description, so you can go down there and check those out. I think that's all the important stuff to lead into this video. So like I said in the title of this video, Big Trouble in Little Telltale. Yes, I had to make a reference to Big Trouble in Little China. Leave me alone. More Telltale employees have been reportedly laid off. Article by Andy Chalk of PC Gamer. We're going to start with the original article and then go to the update that I believe was yesterday. The original story is as follows. Telltale Games underwent a majority closure in September that saw the elimination of all but a skeleton crew of 25 employees. CEO Pete Howley, I have no idea how to pronounce his name, insisted in the wake of the layoffs that Telltale wasn't actually closing, but would continue operating for the foreseeable future. Today, however, narrative designer Rachel Noel revealed on Twitter that the remaining employees have now been let go. The tweet reads, "Hey, remember how there was going to be a skeleton crew staying on for a while and I was a part of it? Nah, JK, we all just got laid off too." Noel, I think that's how it is, said in a September tweet that she's legally barred from talking about the situation at Telltale, but in more recent tweets, she's made her feelings clear, and I quote, "I've seen things you people wouldn't believe," she wrote today, paraphrasing Rutger Hauer's famous Blade Runner monologue, 80-hour crunch weeks, mismanagement of some of the industry's top talent. All of those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain, time to die, end quote. I know this doesn't necessarily pertain to this studio, but I was having a discussion with somebody about crunch hours, when it comes to video game development. And 80-hour crunch weeks, okay, that's excessive. But I mean, I'm curious, what do you guys think about when it comes to crunch hours, when it comes to video game development? I had a friend who told me that, maybe developers shouldn't release as many games, they should take more time with stuff. And I sit here and go, I understand that idea, but as a gamer, I like having all these releases. I mean, granted, it's kind of killing me right now when we had about 5 releases in about 2 weeks. But honestly, I don't think that's good for the companies. I think then we're going to see more pushing towards microtransactions and DLC and everything. Because, again, I don't think the profit margin on a $60 title is what people think it is. I don't think that they're pulling in as much money. And to extend the time between releases, they're going to have more money in the interim to make up that profit. Again, in my opinion, I think crunch hours are one of those, how to put it, they're one of those harsh realities of the industry. Now, again, I'm not saying 80-hour crunch weeks are good. I think that's overkill. Mismanagement of industry's top talent, that's also bad. And all that stuff. Yeah, definitely none of that's good. But again, I'm not going to defend crunch weeks, but at the same time, I understand them. Again, it's kind of like loot boxes. I think it's I can't think of the word that I would use to describe it. It's not a harsh reality, but it's one of those bad things that I guess kind of comes with it. I mean, hell, even CD Projekt Red got hit with that. That was a couple months ago, I think. No, it was sometime last year that we heard that there were some employees who were talking about CD Projekt Red saying that we were overworked and they had unrealistic demands. Like, well, yeah, but you made one of the greatest RPGs of all time. So, I understand it, but I mean, I think their demands make sense. All right, either way, sorry, I took too long talking about a tangent here. All right, she also said that she, like the employees who were laid off in September, will not get a severance package. Interestingly, because it was widely assumed that the remaining employees were being kept around to finish The Walking Dead the final season. Noelle also clarified that she was not on the Walking Dead team. Telltale said a few days after the layoffs were revealed that it was in talks with multiple potential partners to finish The Walking Dead the final season, but there's been no further word on that front since. We haven't seen similar statements from other remaining Telltale employees indicating that they've also been let go, but we're continuing to monitor the situation. We've also reached out to Noel and Telltale for a comment, and we'll update if we receive a reply. See, again, this is weird to me because this was written on the 4th. We knew by then that the Telltale team was laid off. It was reported that the Telltale team was laid off in the original round, and that the Stay Behind team was not working on that. I mean, the Stay Behind team was working on other stuff. I think I've heard people say it was the Netflix, like, something to do with oh, come on, it's that crappy, it's that block game that I hate, Minecraft. Yes, I hate Minecraft. I said it. But yeah, I think Telltale just here's what I think caused Telltale the biggest problems. I think that they overreached. I think Telltale tried to take on too many projects. They tried to grow too fast, and then they ended up just shooting themselves in the foot. That's what I think Telltale's biggest issue was. I mean, obviously, like they said, poor working conditions, the fact that they were mismanaging talent. I think those are also two big things. I mean, their original CEO, didn't he leave the company sometime? I think it was in March, or from what I was reading, he left and sued. I mean, this company's been having money issues since last year. I mean, this isn't a new thing. This is just kind of the end result of all of this crap. So here, let's read the update. Noelle clarified in a follow-up tweet that some people are still at Telltale, although she wasn't sure about the numbers, saying only that, and I quote, not many, end quote, remain. Will update again with more information becomes available. The original story follows below. Let's see here. Thank you guys for the sympathy. I'm grateful for the support. My intention here was to update y'all about my status. I don't have anything further to say about what's next for the company. I think there was some misunderstanding about my earlier message. There are still good people at the company. My team is done. Okay, so I think I jumped the gun a bit. I think on Twitter, I think I put, down goes Telltale, when actually, okay, they're still not done, but now they have less than 25 employees at their companies. Things, like when this news first dropped, things, let's just say things don't look good. I like how up here at the popular, that is the, that's the first thing. PC Gamer was the site that was talking about all of that. That uncensored game going to Switch, or not Switch, going to Steam. Like, I was seeing articles all over PC Gamer for that, and I was like, why? I think PC Gamer's trying to tell us something. All right, moving on. Some of this stuff is probably going to be some quick hitters. just because I don't have a whole hell of a lot to say about them, but I don't know, I still think they're interesting. Apparently, a new version of Nintendo Switch reportedly planned for 2019. Article Luke Riley, IGN. Article reads, Nintendo is planning to release a new version of the Switch to maintain the console's sales momentum, according to a new report from Wall Street Journal Japan. The unofficial report cites suppliers and I quote, others with direct knowledge of the plan, end quote, as sources. WSJ Japan source reportedly told the publication that there are active discussions about new hardware and software functions and the cost to implement them, including upgrading the system's low-end LCD display. The sources also indicate this new Switch could arrive in the second half of 2019 and perhaps as early as the Northern Hemisphere summer. At last report, Nintendo Switch console sales reached nearly 20 million units sold. Or IGN's, that's just their current ideas and stuff. All right, I'm curious about this because when I tell people about this, everybody's thinking that this is going to be like a Switch successor, and I don't think we're at that point yet. I'm going to guess this is kind of like a mid-generation console release, even though it's odd because the Switch has been out for a year. So this seems like an interesting time period to wait. No, the Switch has been out for more than a year. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I gotta Google this while I talk. I mean, it's unsurprising to see them, come up with, okay, well, how can we make the Switch better? Sorry, I'm Googling. I'm Googling this. No, okay, yeah, the Switch has been out for over a year. Okay, yeah, it came out in 2017. I'm not losing my mind. Well, I am, but that's beside the point. It's not surprising to see them try and advance the Switch. I mean, again, I think upgrading the screen is better. But I mean, honestly, I think for what it does, the Switch is perfect the way it is. I think, again, the screen's good quality. Okay, sure, you want to boost the quality of the screen, fine, but I don't think you should try to make it bigger or smaller. I think it's the perfect size. I think the concept's great. And look, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's going to compete on par with something like the PS4 and the Xbox, but at the same time, I think it definitely has found its place. And I think it's a great console. I mean, the one thing that I'd like to see them change, and this is just a bit of a personal thing, is I would like to see them contour the Joy-Cons, because I don't like how the Joy-Cons are flat. I wish that they would, like I said, contour to the hand a little bit better, just because when I'm playing it in handheld mode, it's really hard to hold. So that's my stance on it. But I don't think this is a new console. My cat's jumping around my desk. I don't think this is a new console. I think this is just going to be like a mid-generation sort of release. That's my opinion. Right, now Square Enix has announced a game for the people like me who wanted to catch up on Kingdom Hearts. The 9-game Kingdom Hearts compilation. Article Nick Santangelo. That's a really fun name. IGN making sure this up. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Article reads, gamers who want to catch up on Kingdom Hearts' complex storyline, complex is right, ahead of 2019's Kingdom Hearts 3 will get the chance to do so later this month. Square Enix and Disney today announced Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, a 9-game compilation coming to PS4 on October 30th for $39.99. So for $40, you get 9 games. It's not bad. Granted, I don't know how all of these games, score, but I'm honestly probably going to get this. And then we might start a really odd Let's Play series where I just marathon Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, is available for pre-order on Amazon right now and features HD graphics, other updates, and changes from the original release of a number of included games. Also packed into the bundle is a feature-length film and more. The full package includes Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Re Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358 by 2 Days, however that's pronounced, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts RE Coded HD Remastered Cinematics, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragment A fragmentary passage. Kingdom Hearts X Black Clover movie. God damn it. Why is it so hard to name your games 1, 2, 3, 4? Put them in fucking order. This is my biggest problem with Kingdom Hearts. Is just I have no idea the order in which to play these. Like, I'm sold. You have already gotten yourself $40 from me. But dear God, just list the, like, I hope inside, like, if I bought this box set, which I'm probably not gonna, I'm gonna get digitally, but if I bought this box set, have like a little card on the inside of the box that says, sorry, my cat just tried to climb my TV. That was probably not a good idea. Put like a little card in the box set that tells me this is the order to play these games in. That's all I want. That's all I want. Curiously, Square Enix did not announce an Xbox version of Kingdom Hearts. The story so far, despite the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming to Xbox One, it's an essentially odd move given that Kingdom Hearts 3 is the very first game in the series to land on Xbox console, meaning most Xbox One owners are even more likely in need of a serious refresher than PlayStation 4 owners are. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be released on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on January 29th, 2019, but readers can take a look at blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, I think anyone would need a rehash of the story of Kingdom Hearts, because the story of Kingdom Hearts makes no goddamn sense. I'm sorry. I have so many people who try and sell me that Kingdom Hearts has some great story. Tell it in fucking order is all I ask. Instead, oh, well, did you play this game on the DS that you played cards, and you played this one on the PSP, and this one over here, and this one over here? No. Go in flipping order, you bastards. Go in orders and stay on one console. No, I'm mostly just kind of, I'm kidding around here. In all honesty, I think this is a great thing for, like I said, like people like me who have played. I've played all the way through 1, but I don't even remember how the hell it ends, and I have played bits and pieces of 2. That's it. I really don't know much more of the series. So I think this is a good thing for people like me who want a chance to kind of get a new look at the series. And, I really get a chance to play the games before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out and we're even more confused. So that's my take. All right, coming up next, article on Polygon. XCOM's Tactical Legacy Pack builds a bridge between the original and its prequel. Article Charlie Hall. Like you said, Polygon. It's another fairly short one. Today, Firaxis Games, makers of the rebooted XCOM series, announced XCOM 2 War of the Chosen Tactical Legacy Pack. The downloadable content, described as a gift to the fans, creates a bridge between 2012's XCOM Enemy Unknown and 2012's XCOM 2. I don't think that second date is correct. As reimagined in 2017's excellent War of the Chosen expansion, the new DLC will be free to all PC owners of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen until December 3rd. Today's announcement is accompanied by a video preview featuring XCOM creative director Jake Solomon, and I quote, "The team and I looked back at the entire series," Solomon said, "including the original games by Julian Gallup, to find inspiration in creating new game modes, stories, maps, and equipment to remaster for XCOM 2 War of the Chosen," end quote. The lead offering is a new game called Legacy Ops, standalone missions created to bridge the narrative gap between Firaxis' original reboot and XCOM 2. They include the following: Blast from the past. After the fall of XCOM HQ, Central Officer Bradford begins his journey to build the Resistance by returning to where it all began. It Came from the Sea, the broadcast of a fledgling radio DJ, is reaching an audience he didn't intend. It's up to Central to save the DJ from an endless horde of hungry listeners. Avenger Assemble, join Lily Shen as she works to retrofit the Avenger into a new home for the growing forces of a reinvigorated XCOM. The Lazarus Project, The Lazarus Project, Advent is kidnapping key members of the Resistance, and it's up to Central to rescue some of XCOM's most renowned operatives. These will not be traditional missions linked by XCOM's elaborate base building and resource management system. Rather, they will be one-off experiences. In addition to Legacy Ops, the DLC will include additional missions from the Resistance archives, which will increase in difficulty as players progress. The expansion will also feature 28 remastered maps from throughout the franchise history, new weapons and armor, new character customization options, photo booth flair, and all new soundtrack inspired by the music from the original XCOM UFO Defense. DLC will be coming on October 9th. All right, one, I like the fact that they're releasing this for free. Well, for free if you have War of the Chosen. I like that expansion. I think Firaxis does a good job of really working with their with the people who've supported them through their games. I think that they're a company that's really good to the gamers. I like that. I like the concept of these one-offs. I think that might turn some people off, though. The fact that these are one-offs and not like tied together through the base building or anything like that. I mean, I will say, look, it's free to War of the Chosen owners until December 3rd. So, I mean, you can now pick up War of the Chosen and then get this for free. Because from what I've seen, War of the Chosen is really cool. It's yeah, again, that's about my only thing, is the fact that these are one-offs. I'm not sure how they'll tie together, how you activate them. There are some questions that I'd have, but all in all, I think this is a net good. I think this is a good idea from Firaxis. And again, if it's the same quality as any other XCOM game, and also I think it's going to give us more looks at Lily Shen, more looks at Bradford, their science operator, whose name escapes me right now. I think we're going to see there'll be some pretty cool stuff in these. If you aren't going to pick this game up yourself, I think Christopher Odd is going to be playing these standalones. He's a really big XCOM Let's Player. I'm not sure if I actually need to, throw out the, hey, I suggest this guy, because he's a, fairly big YouTuber. But still, wanted to throw that out there just in the event anybody wanted to watch these but didn't want to put the money down to buy this legacy pack. All right, we're going to move on to the next article. Ignore the weird cut that's about to happen. I got to go check on my cat. Okay, I'm back. He's fine. All right, next article we have The Quiet Man gets a new trailer and a release date. Why? Stay. There you go. All right, The Quiet Man. This is a upcoming game by Square Enix. You play as a deaf person. I don't know, really interesting game. The combat looks sweet. It looks like they're trying to go for that live action mixed with generated cutscenes. So I don't know. I mean, the game looks interesting. I think it's going to be about $20-some. Oh wait, no, down here, $15. I think it's going to only be a couple hours. It's going to be fairly short, but I'm definitely going to be playing it on the channel. I mean, you definitely expect it. I mean, it looks cool. Let's hop into this article by Petrana Radulovic. I have no idea how that's pronounced. All right, let's see here. A Square Enix enigmatic story-driven game, The Quiet Man, will be coming to PlayStation 4 and Windows PC on November 1st. The game was first teased at this year's E3 with an interesting trailer that focused on live-action visuals. The latest trailer for The Quiet Man repeats this pattern, starting off with live-action actors as the titular Quiet Man wanders around a dark and gritty city, and an elegant lounge pianist takes the stage at the mysterious Club Moonrise. Before long, the visuals switch, offering a glimpse of the game's graphics, and the rest of the trailer shifts from live-action to computer-animated. According to Square Enix, the game is designed to be able to be completed in one setting. The Quiet Man is developed by Square Enix and Human Head Studios. Its official synopsis is as follows. Unraveling within a single night, players take the role of a deaf protagonist, Dane, as he fights his way through a soundless world to discover the motives behind the kidnapping of a songstress from a mysterious masked man. Embark on an adrenaline-fueled motion picture-like experience which can be completed in one sitting from November 1st to 15th. The game will be discounted 10% from its $15 price. See, am I the only one who hears about Dane and expects him to be wearing eyeliner? God, for some reason I can't speak. Expects him to be wearing like eyeliner and to be a vampire, like something like a Twilight-like thing. Now let's take a look at this trailer. Hit play. Okay, it's fine. There we go. That'll be better. Okay, yeah, we saw this at E3. See what I mean? He looks like a vampire.
Yo! Wrong address, dog! No honor, no chao! Muévate!
Yeah, I think we saw that a little bit at E3 this year. See, I'm liking these shifts from live action to the rendered cutscene. I just want to know how this whole thing with this masked guy, like, what's the connection between this guy and Dane? I mean, there's got to be some sort of connection. There's got to be something. I mean, I think we're seeing some stuff right here. I mean, like, we're seeing all these characters speaking, you know, with their mouths moving. It's making me wonder, you know, is this game going to be almost entirely silent? I mean, we are playing a deaf character, so it makes me wonder, how is sound design going to work in this game? Are we just flat out not going to hear things? You know, is it going to be completely silent? Do we have to rely entirely on subtitles? And is that, like, only when he can, like, see their mouths? But is he about to spray that guy in gasoline? I think the game looks really sweet. Again, it's like I said, my biggest question is sound design. It's just, how is it going to work? That's cute. Yeah, I think the game looks sweet, and I'm definitely interested, and we'll definitely be playing the game. I'm just, like I said, that's my biggest question. That's my biggest curiosity, is how is the sound design going to work? Is it, like, are we going to maybe, like, hear them hear them slightly, or is it going to be, like I said, is it going to be all subtitle based? And even then, it's not like we can just hear nothing. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with this game. This game, as soon as I saw it at E3, it immediately had my attention. It looks sweet. All right, moving on. This was some big news earlier this week. I thought this was kind of odd. The Witcher author demands more compensation from CD Projekt Red. Article Colin Stevens IGN. Andrzej Sapkowski, the original author of the Witcher series of short stories and novels, has officially demanded further compensation from CD Projekt Red, developers of the highly successful Witcher games, based on his work. Via Kotaku, CD Projekt Red released an official report on the matter today, addressing that the company has received an official demand for further payment from Sapkowski, indicating that he expects additional royalties, and I quote, beyond what had been contractually agreed upon between himself and the company, end quote. The contents of the notice were included in CD Projekt Red's report and indicate that Sapkowski is aiming to receive at least 6% of the profits obtained by the developer off his property, saying he's looking to earn 60 million Polish zlotys, over $16 million in compensation. Sapkowski's party says it is, and I quote, prepared to settle the matter in an amicable and, more importantly, expeditious and quiet manner. End quote. The notice says Sapkowski's party is willing to meet with the developer so long as it replies within 14 days, and that the meeting occurs no later than October 19th. CD Projekt Red calls these demands groundless, saying it had legitimately and legally acquired copyright to Andrzej Sapkowski's work for use in game development by the company. Still, the developer noted that it wishes to maintain good relations with the author of the works, and that works that have inspired its own creation, and that it will put effort in to make sure the dispute is resolved amicably. The notice claims that the original agreement only counts for the first Witcher game, though CD Projekt Red denies this and cites Article 44 of Poland's Act on Copyright and Related Rights, which states, and I quote, in the event of gross discrepancy between the rumination of the author and the benefits of the acquirer of the author's economic rights or the license, the author may request the court for a due increase of his/her rumination, end quote. No idea what... I have an idea of what that means, but I don't know exactly. There's some legal words in there that I'm not entirely sure of. Sapkowski originally agreed to a one-time payment for the developer over royalties based on the game's profits, even though CD Projekt Red initially offered the latter. According to an interview with Eurogamer, Sapkowski declined the offer, saying, and I quote, I was stupid enough to sell them rights to the whole bunch. They offered me a percentage of the profits. I said, no, there will be no profit at all. Give me all my money right now, the whole amount. It was stupid. I was stupid enough to leave everything in their hands because I didn't believe in their success, but who could foresee their success? I couldn't, end quote. Well, see right there, I think that's your own fault. I think that's the biggest killer to your own case, is saying something like that, is not believing that CD Projekt Red was, or not having the faith in your own work, and basically just saying, look, give me all the money, give me my money up front. I want to go back to this Article 40. In the event of gross discrepancy between rumination benefits, the author has economic rights to the license. See, but does that work when you're talking about sharing profits, or but they gave him a lump sum to use the IP? That's the question. I think that's the biggest issue. I think it's going to come down to the copyright law and what Sapkowski said in that interview, basically by telling them, look, I don't want there won't be a profit. Give me turning, because he admits that they offered him a percentage and he turned that down, and saying that he wants all my money right now. So I think that's probably in court. That's going to be their biggest thing. If they do this in court, I'm going to guess this is going to settle outside, because I think both parties are just kind of looking to make this go away. But that's my guess on that. I think that statement is the most damning of it all. For reference, The Witcher 3 sold over 6 million copies in 6 weeks, and the series as a whole passed 25 million units sold last year. CD Projekt Red is currently developing Cyberpunk 2077, a video game based on the 1988 tabletop game Cyberpunk 2020, which IGN had the chance of all that stuff about Cyberpunk. But yeah, that's my stance on this. I think that Sapkowski made a mistake. I think he just made a bad business move, and I think if this would go to court, I think they'd side with CD. I think they'd side with CD Projekt just because... it's like he said to Eurogamer. I said, give me my money now, not later. I think that's I think he should have if he would have taken the profits, I probably would have leaned the other way. But seeing that he took the lump sum, I think he's kind of pigeonholed. Not pigeonholed, he's kind of screwed, I guess. if this would go to court. But again, I don't know the Polish legal system. This is based on how I'm interpreting Article 44. If anybody has a different interpretation or goes the other way on that one, tell me. But that's how I read it. All right, on to something. This is something I found kind of weird. Apparently, a new Harry Potter open world game was leaked. Now, I've not been a big fan of the Harry Potter games. I mean, like, I liked Chamber of Secrets. That was the second one. That one was actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But like a lot of the new ones that were based on the films, not a big fan of. But apparently this one is an open world, create a character, more like an RPG. It has my attention. But let's get into this article here. This article coming by way of GameSpot. Kevin, that's his last name. With the exception of the recent Harry Potter mobile game and Niantic's upcoming AR game, it's been several years since Warner Bros. Interactive has released a new video game adaptation of J.K. Rowling's popular series. However, it appears the publisher has an unannounced Harry Potter game in the works. And we may have gotten a first glimpse at it. Reddit user Vape This Bro, I love Reddit names, shared a video of the alleged new Harry Potter game online, which shows off character creation, spellcasting, and open world environments set in and around famous Harry Potter locations. The video has since been removed from YouTube by Warner Brothers, but mirrored versions of it are still available to watch. And while the quality of the video is poor, it still certainly looks intriguing. I won't be watching that because I'd rather avoid getting the video pulled down. Along with the video, Vape This Bro shared a synopsis of the alleged game, which suggests players will assume the role of a fifth-year student shortly after arriving at Hogwarts. Strange events begin to unfold in the Forbidden Woods, and players embark with a professor named Elzar Fig to investigate. The game also allegedly allows players to freely explore the world and decide whether to pursue a path of good or evil. See, I like this idea of a kind of a more RPG version of a Harry Potter game. I was talking with a buddy of mine. I was saying that, you know what, I'm really hoping that we're not seeing like a the world is at stake kind of story. I want to see more of like a kind of like a ground level game. Like this is a like the early Harry Potter games where it was mostly just stuff's happening here at Hogwarts. I want to see that. Because honestly, I think that would be a lot of fun. Just, not having like the world's at stake in this wizard war and all this crap. No, just keep it in Hogwarts. I want to play Quidditch and run around and go to kind of make it like Bully, but with Harry Potter. Dude, you do that, and I am sold. Eurogamer reports that the footage is indeed taken from an in the works Harry Potter game, and the title is being developed by Avalanche Software. Ooh. That's interesting. The studio best known for its work on Disney's 2013 Toys to Life title Disney Infinity. Following Infinity's cancellation in 2016, Avalanche was briefly shuttered alongside all of Disney Interactive's other subsidiaries until Warner Brothers Interactive acquired the studio in early 2017. Obviously, then they did. Yeah. Avalanche then went on to make Mad Max. There we go. Warner Brothers has yet to officially comment on the alleged leak, but the fact the studio is removing footage from the YouTube suggests it's legitimate. The most recent Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Mystery, is available on iOS. The title is a free-to-play RPG set between the novels, although it has been criticized for its exploitative implementation of microtransactions. Come on, anybody's going to call any microtransaction exploitative. But I also have no doubt it's a phone game. So I think that's an accurate description, but I think that's an overly used phrase. Niantic's aforementioned Harry Potter game, Wizards Unite, is still slated for to launch in 2018 and will offer similar AR gameplay as Pokemon Go. Oh, God. Yeah, I think this is definitely a cool idea, and I'm in. I need to know more about it before I until I jump in with both feet. But you know what? I'm kind of dipping a toe in the water. I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. I'm liking this idea of an open world Harry Potter game. I'm liking the create a character. I'm liking that we can, like choose whether we want to be a good guy or a bad guy. I'm liking this stuff. And again, the fact that Avalanche is making it, I think, is just another plus. But again, as with most projects like this that kind of get leaked, I just need to know more. But at the moment, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm not ready to jump in both feet, but I'm kind of dipping a toe in. I'm testing the waters. God, I swear to God, I keep hearing like weird sirens or something going off. All right, up next, we're not going to actually read this article because it basically just kind of explains what the video we're about to watch is. This is 20 minutes of gameplay for Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. We took a look at some gameplay. I think it was earlier this year when we first heard about this game. Apparently there's some stuff at E3 that I missed and all that, but apparently this is 20 minutes of new XCOM-esque gameplay from this developer. Mutant Year Zero is based off of a tabletop game. I think it was just called Mutant. It has some really interesting ideas, some interesting characters and everything. Like I said, we'll watch and we'll kind of talk as we go. I'd explain the whole process, the entire like plot to it and everything. One, it's been a while since I've seen anything from Mutant, and two, it's just there's a lot to give you in just a small synopsis. You'll get kind of what this game's about as we watch here.
Hi, I'm Mark from the Bearded Ladies.
And hi, I'm Lee.
And we'd like to show you a bit more gameplay of Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. And this is the Sea Titans. It's a map that we demoed to the press at Gamescom. We had them come and play this at our booth. We thought we'd just show you a little bit of an update, see where we are, and play the demo level through ourselves.
So this
Hammond
is
told me
about
he wanted to cross a big body of
3
water.
to 4 hours into the
get to
game
a
now.
place called the House of Bones. Said the crash site was near there.
It's about 3 to 4 hours into the game. We're on our way to rescue our friend who's been kidnapped, and we need to get across the water. So we're looking for a working boat that would ferry us across.
All right, so obviously this game, as you were seeing in the title, this is XCOM-esque sort of combat, but in these exploration moments, it's more of this kind of group-based RPG, explore the area. Kind of reminds me a lot of a mix of Wasteland with XCOM. I think that's a good connection. If anybody's played Wasteland, that's kind of the idea of what's going on here.
Just a note, I think, there. Yeah, little hint of what's going to happen later.
God, can you turn down the sound effect of him walking?
Walk around looking for stuff in the zone. There's always lots of interesting things to find. Useful things, mainly, as well, in here. I think let's have a little look at what this is. Okay, it's a hat. I've already got this hat, so it's not a big deal. I'm not going to equip it. He's already got the Borg band, which will give him a bit of a movement boost. He's got the snazzy visor, and she's got the Aristo hat. You might have seen that before in one of our earlier demos. Of course, it gives you the high ground advantage.
I love how that hat gives you high ground.
Having a look around, he's got something interesting between his legs. Oh yes, it's a grenade.
See, I really like that detail when he was opening the box. You see him open it and there's the item sitting in it. I know that you get multiple teammates in this game because it's not just these three. I mean, these three are the ones that we've seen. I know this one is Dux. I can't remember her name and I can't remember the pig's name. But I'm again. I like the concepts that we're seeing here. It's very. I'll pull it back a little bit and come back to like 148. But again, so you can get silencers for more stealth based. I think that's a shotgun. You got your hand grenades, your Molotov. You can equip them out in armor and their backpacks and everything. Mutations are little extra abilities that the characters get. So
hat. You might have seen that before in one of our earlier demos. Which will give him a bit of a
okay. Okay, so he's got this. I think this is a sniper rifle. I've seen him also equip a crossbow that I really liked. So he's got the fly wings that'll let him fly. Yeah, so you got mutations that will let you add certain skills to your character. I think there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of customization with this game. This is a game that's really just not been talked about this year. That I think it looks really cool.
An ambulance there. I might have known that was there as well, but it's right near the ambulance.
Oh, yeah. And if we had any waterfalls in the game, we would have something behind that as well.
Yeah, we'd have a hidden cave. Of course, it wouldn't be so hidden because everybody walks into the wall behind the waterfall in every game, don't they? I think without question. So, let's see if we can find this.
Keep looking for dead duck bodies, but I never see one. Are we the only mutants in the zone?
You're right. There are no mutants in the zone. I've been checking bodies ever since you mentioned it.
So, this looks like an interesting spot. Let's have a little look. No, we're not going to go in there. We need a key, unsurprisingly. Some weapons, broken ones. We can use those to upgrade our current weapons in the Ark, which is where the mutants are based. We won't go there today, but we'll just pick them up, because it's nice to pick stuff up.
If you want to take a look at stuff like what the Ark offers and everything, I did a video. Geez, it was a couple months ago. I think it's in the news playlist. So just shuffle back, and I'm sure you'll find it. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good video. I thought it was pretty interesting. So go check that out if you want another really kind of like in-depth look at this game. I think we watched another like 30-minute gameplay demo, and then I think there was also an article that explained some of like what the Ark has to offer, which is where you get missions, where you upgrade items and whatnot. It's kind of like your base.
So, okay, let's see our first enemy. It's a marauder. He's got a pistol. I'm going to try and sneak around and take him down silently, I think. Let's see where he goes. Can't see any other enemies at the moment, so that's good.
Yeah, it's got pretty low health.
Gather on the ship, my children. Your destiny
Brother Bodin is
awaits.
giving a bit of a pep talk.
Yeah! Hear my voice within your heads. The Ark calls you ghouls, but you are beautiful.
See, I like how simple and easy it is to understand. That's where the detection radius is. I like how it's all moving in real time. Like, you know, you were able to hear the developer call out that guy's got a weapon, or that he's got a pistol. So you can see it on him. You know, you can really kind of tactically plan out your plan. You can play tactically even without having to enter like the grid-based combat system. Like, you can play tactically even at this point. I mean, if you notice down here, you can split up your party, so you can control just one character at a time and specifically place them out in certain spots.
You are children of the ancients.
Smite the unbelievers! Destroy the Ark! Ah! Yeah! Yeah!
Let's get this guy. Now he's on his own on this dock. Got a silenced pistol there with Selma.
Selma, that's her name.
Oh, there's a guy up there. I've got to be very careful I don't get spotted by him. Let's just put her here. I think she'll be alright. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah. Call him in. 50%. Just gonna put him here. I know he's not going to miss.
I don't know, mate. He still might.
25% chance. Cameras there.
Okay, and that's something else about this game. Apparently, when you get caught, you don't. It doesn't like raise the alarm to everybody like that. Like you entered his like zone, that red circle. So that sent you into a tactical engagement. But you're still sneaking, so it'll tell you that you're still in stealth. And then he moves Selma out, and she gets spotted, but that doesn't immediately raise the alarm. You still have the rest of your turn to take the guy down silently. You see, I like giving you that little extra cushion to work with, and still do use stealth and make use of your silent weapons within the tactical based combat.
Good. The other guy hasn't spotted us yet. You can see his attention circle moving, and we put the flashlight on and off.
Oh, that's cool.
And we burnt him as well. That's just add insult to injury. He's thoroughly deaded. Let's get ducks back from here.
Still love how his name is
Do
Ducks.
Sneak around. These guys don't look like nice guys, especially.
Everywhere.
I'm a bit concerned about Brother Bodin.
head like an infected mushroom. You think he's leading the ghouls?
Wait a minute. That's the guy who attacked me and Hammond. I think Hammond recognized him, but... that was the last thing I remember.
He's one of the Nova sect.
Oh, there's a guy.
Heard stories about them.
On his own.
With big heads. I think they were real. But
Let's
he's
just
really
snatch
not
this
gonna take a
opportunity.
bullet, though.
Oh, he's got the additional move range because of the Borg band. So, you know what? I'm just going to go up and point blank him.
Let's put the crossbow in his mouth.
No way. That.
Gotcha.
And he's got a chance. He's got an attachment on his crossbow that gives him a chance to set fire to enemies. And that's really useful because if an enemy doesn't die from the initial shot, they will continue burning and taking 1 damage per round.
You know, I really like the kind of... I don't want to call it cartoony, but I like the kind of comic book sort of... I like how they went for a non-photorealistic art style. I really liked... I really love the look of this game. It's very charming.
So, a couple of guys there. Got a few guys here. So I think it's really good policy to get nice and high ground, isn't that right, Lee?
Yeah. High ground gives you quite a lot of bonuses, especially to your crit chance.
So let's have a little look up here. Seems pretty deserted, but of course it's going to have, some guys. So let's just split up the team a little bit. Let's get Ducks even higher ground. Take him up on top of here. So looks like a nice little platform up here. Hide him up there. Need to get him there somehow. It's not. Just put him here.
Yeah.
We can move him into position when we start.
So what I would do, mate, I would use a Molotov on them.
A Molotov, yeah.
Yeah. To get the damage over time going as early as possible.
Let's get Selma in there. Then who's got a Molotov?
I think Selma has one.
They've got silenced weapons. He's got a loud weapon. Does he have a Molotov? Let's have a look. Let's wait. Yes, he does.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let's get both of those guys. Here you go.
Excuse me. You know, when this grid-based combat started, see, I thought you had to enter their little zone to activate that, but apparently you can activate that just naturally. I'm curious to see how that works exactly. Huh. Like what command does it take? Like, can you like set that off anytime there's enemies around, or how exactly does that work?
75% chance. I'm going to take it. Let's have a look at the other guy though. 50.
But the other guy's the most dangerous.
Yeah, he is. He's a proper pain.
So I'll go for the 75 just to get him out.
Out of the picture.
Yeah.
One of us is down!
Call me.
Oh man, you are the shit.
Okay. Got a loud weapon here. Gets me more crit. Is that right? More critical damage? Yeah, it's 25%. Do you know what? I don't want this guy calling for help. I don't want this happening. So I'm going to take Bormin. I might get burnt a little bit, but I want to use the Hog Rush.
Oh, you have to knock him down and then you've got another turn to do some
Yeah, let's
damage.
just do that. I don't want to bring any...
Got me.
Yeah, I'm kind of on fire now. It's a little bit of a risky move.
Okay.
But let's do that. Let's. He's going to go through the fire again, is he? Looks like he's taking that turn. Down he
Hog rush.
That hurts.
Let's get Bormin somewhere nice and fire-free. And then we're just going to wail on this guy and get rid of him.
Okay, so that hog rush is kind of like a, it's kind of like a stun move.
Yeah, a little bit unsportsmanlike to shoot a man when he's down. But you know what? In the zone, you have to take what you can take.
You're going to play dirty.
They're going to do the same. And that's one guy out of the way. So we've cleared this little settlement up here, whatever we would call it. Some
So yeah, like I was saying, so Sorry, I'm talking over the developers. So yeah, what we get to see there, I think that was one of his mutation skills, that hog rush. Because I think I've seen him have another skill where he, it's like a tough hide or something. It really makes him really damage resistant. But it also then you equip him with a shotgun and just send him uptight. So each character has multiple different play styles that you can utilize between them. So I mean, like what we saw there, like apparently, so he wasn't able to call for help because he stunned him. So that extended the stealth engagement. So it's nice to see that it's not just like stuff just happens. Like you can toss in the Molotov, knock the guy down, and prolong your stealth engagement as long as you can keep them from taking an action. That's a neat, again, just a nice little cushion for players so that they can really focus on playing the way that they want to play.
Okay. Now he's back again. We are currently finishing the game off right now, so you do get the odd issue coming up, and you'll have to excuse that. It will be fixed.
Okay, so we have a good position up here, mate.
This is perfect, actually.
There's a grenade on that table.
So, everyone's down in this sort of barrel of fish kind of arrangement. So we need to
Floats, right?
I'm going
need to figure this out. I'll put Selma here.
I would actually take Borman down there.
Take him down.
Leave Ducks up here.
Okay, I think we're split up anyway. So where's Ducks? Oh, he's over here. He's just waiting to see what we're doing. Well, there's guys on the boat, and how far to the tree?
Yeah, that's where I'd put him.
Keep you guys too close together.
Because of
I know something about Bodin that you don't make.
he's ugly.
Yeah, he's ugly. Well, yeah.
I'm okay. You can assume he's got an AOE skill.
All right, let's get Ducks up here with Sniper.
Yeah, I was about to say that's where I'd put him.
And Selma here. All right. So a little bit far away from the enemy still.
How close can you get? With Borman. Borman's got plenty of health, mate.
Alright, let's recall him and get him a bit closer. Let's get him over here. We've got to be careful. There's some guys on the boat as well. Can only be bad news. Alright, let's go to ambush from here. Got a good rock to be behind. Pyro's bad news.
Yeah.
Brother Bodin. Yeah, you said he's bad news. He looks
Actually, I'm gonna pull back just a second here. Actually, a little bit more. Okay, right. I'm pretty sure this acts just like XCOM. That's armor that you have to punch through. If I remember correctly from what I've seen before.
ugly enough. Alright.
Oh, and again, I'm gonna pull back just a chunk. So, these three that are white, that is damage that's gonna happen. So, say that this gun does 5 damage. It's gonna chunk through these 2. You know, that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna knock through that 2 chunks of armor, do 3 damage, and then the shaded ones are critical. So, you know, he does 5 damage, 9 critical. So, pop, 9. You know, I like this simple damage meter, you know, like a lot of games. I've heard some people talk about this, that, you know, it's like, oh, look, I did like 8,000 points of damage. And I'm like, well, yeah, but really, you didn't really hurt it that much because everything's got like millions of HP. Like, let's just be honest and give everything like 10 HP and then do it in ones. It's just easier to do the math with. So I like the simple approach.
It's ugly enough. Alright.
I'd go on the pyro with the 100%.
Gonna use the pipe gun. Pretty nice.
Don't it?
These pyro guys can be a real headache if you don't get rid of them soon. So Ducks can get a good shot on him as well.
75?
Perhaps. No, he's off wings.
Giving you a high crit chance. Okay.
Bring him here. Get that pyro. 100%. Bringing them closer together. You said not to do that. I'm just going to do that now.
We'll see what happens.
I just want to get rid of the pyro. He is surprisingly annoying. 75%. 55% chance. Let's try that. Didn't really need the critical on him. It's just good to get rid of him. You see, he drops his.
Oh, that's cool.
As well. So that's also kind of going to block the path of those enemies. They won't want to come and flank us. Okay, yeah. All right, brother Bodin.
No sweat on it, Overwatch.
Nice shot.
Overwatch.
Alright, there's a hunter there. Brother Bodin. 50%.
Yeah, but 5% crit though is pretty good.
It's pretty decent. Let's give him a try. Oh, I knocked him back. He didn't like that, did he?
Oh, right, there's a shotgun. I forgot about that.
Him back. He's out of his cover, which is giving Borman a great shot at him.
Okay, so yeah, since that's a shotgun kind of weapon, it's gonna now it does knockback. But see, this is interesting. Because I couldn't remember. Apparently, I guess your armor doesn't get destroyed when you get shot. Maybe it will be if you get hit with like explosives or something. But it looks like that armor just stays.
Just a crit on this. Oh, it's a lower crit on that.
Yeah, just go for the shot, mate.
Again, meanness to the enemy. Alright, maybe we can just add Dux's moth wings here. Does that increase our crit? Increase the hit. But we already got 100% there.
Yeah. We go doing high ground.
See, something else I'm noticing again. It's just like small little quality of life things. See, when he's trying to set him up to use his moth wing ability, which basically he grows wings and lets him fly. Gives him a little bit more like higher chance to, just more high ground sort of perks. But I like this because it's showing you the chance to hit and the crit and all that before you move. So it gives you plenty of, again, just more information to allow you to know what's going to happen after you make a move and plan out your tactics better.
Increase the hit, but we already got 100% there.
Yeah. We go doing high ground anyway, so.
Yeah. Still quite a tough guy.
Okay, here you go.
What's he doing?
He's doing a boost move, so that Sect Hunter has now got lots and lots of armor.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I thought I was going to say it's still a crummy shot, but there you got me that time.
But the thing is that if you can kill Brother Bodin, anyone who's currently boosting will also die at the same time.
So we get a 2-for-1 special offer. Alright, how's our health looking? It's looking pretty good. So what Borman can do now. I don't want to go for him then. I really want to go for him, but I got bad.
High cover though, aren't you? Unless you can knock him out of his cover again.
It's not an Overwatch or anything. I can just go around here. So I got the Borg band, which gives me a good. Although just remember, there's some guys on the boat. Oh, we'll see. That's a good shot. Let's get him. He's chipping away.
I can't get that crit
damage. Okay.
Maybe you should. Yeah.
I think we should just try.
Make a decision. Come on.
Killed him anyway.
One of us is down.
2 of you are down. So yeah, that's brilliant. So we got rid of him already, which is good.
Really good. This has got some really nasty attacks. If you.
Let's have a look who's around there. There's some more guys out there. There's some on the ferry, right?
Yeah, you should.
Let's just make our way down. I think down the stairs. Get to a good spot.
Take the swine. Get ya.
Here they come.
Overwatch.
Some hunters to deal with. They hit really hard, mate.
Get.
Yeah, that's not good. Alright, let's get Selma around. She's got the vines. we can get them held in position so
That's
they
a good
can't
point.
come and flank us, right?
Have you got any grenades left?
Let's have a little look. Molotov,
Yes.
regular grenade, do some damage. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
just use that. I think. Let's give that a spin. Nice.
It also removes all.
I was curious to see if that was going to destroy the cover.
Got any?
You got no ammo in the gun, mate. So
I'm going to heal him. Oh, don't get him! Damn you. Alright, now I need to heal him. That's a given. Alright, Dux could be the hero of the day here.
not being empty gun is not good.
Do you reckon I can get them from this distance?
Maybe because they're not in cover, so.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try. We are a little tiny bit higher level than these guys, so we have got a little bit of an advantage, I'll be honest.
See, I would have put.
Even though I'm still getting killed.
See, I would have put Borman on this side of the pipes. I think that would have been a smarter. It would have just given them less of an angle and less an ability to flank, unless they wanted him to get knocked out so that they could show bleeding out. But
I'm going to keep him up here.
I might be getting a little conspiratorial.
Selma was the ground crew in this situation.
Yeah, you got a good position with them, especially on the high ground.
So I'm going to do two things with Selma. I'm going to try if I can heal. No. Yeah, just.
Nasty room, let me fix it.
And then I'm going to. She's now left out in the open.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
You can finish him.
Not got a really good chance there. Let's just give him some vines. See if he likes that.
And here's Selma's abilities. She's got this like.
Yeah, that'll teach you. He's not going anywhere now. Now Borman's been revived.
Remember, you got.
It's like weird like nature abilities.
Oh, you're right, absolutely.
So you might want to reload and see what you can.
But I've got run and gun. Oh, I can knock him over with Hog Rush.
Yeah, but you've already pinned him down with the vines. So.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah,
good
run
point.
him.
That gives me an additional action, basically.
Yeah.
So I can just go along here, flank him, and shoot him. It's probably a bit risky to bring him up here, but it feels like he's the last guy here. So let's do that. Oh, he can turn and shoot me because he's not able to run, but he's held in spot, right? Oh, he's dead now anyway. That's academic.
Not so bad.
There we go.
Easy, does it?
Hey, follow me.
Alright, so as usual, we'll mop up after the battle. See what kind of stuff is to be found. There's probably quite a lot of stuff. There's something interesting behind that lock gate, I'm pretty sure. But I'll let you guys figure out how to get in there. I don't want to give away all of the secrets. You might be able to find a key somewhere around the map. Yeah, let's go up to the... They always put a lot of red carpet around these bad guys, I've noticed. Alright, and then we can go to the House of Bones, and that's it.
All right, there was a little look at Mutant Mutant U0. Again, I really dig the game. I really dig the concepts. I like the characters, everything that they've really kind of set up here with this game. Again, I mean, very XCOM-esque, but I like moving around the environment. I love the art style. In previous videos, they've really shown us that you don't just have to take the fight. There's tons of contextual events. Like there was one that if you sneak around the enemy, you can get to an area where there's like this giant robot, and you can send the robot. Eventually they'll bring this robot out to try and fight you. But if you did a certain action by utilizing stealth, that robot will now attack the enemy for you as opposed to attacking you. So there's tons of stuff to do in this game that'll really push this that'll really make exploring worth it. It looks fun. Again, art style, gameplay, combat, everything like that. Tell me what you think about Mutant Year Zero or anything that we talked about here. That's going to about do it for this week's show. As always, please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think on any of the social media platforms down in the comments. All my social media is down in the description. Go find one of those. Always happy to talk with you guys. And until next week, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Gaming Channel. I'm out.